This is some work that's been going on for a while now. The properties and file system migration, the 3.7 release kind of concludes our work in this area, as well as addressing some feedback from previous times. So our target scope is complete. In this PI, we migrated the license files to the database. And based on feedback from this call in previous PIs, we also instituted a cleanup so that now when the migration happens, instead of leaving any of the files in the standard folder, they are copied over to a backup directory so that all of the old config files or other files are now copied into this ConnectALL home mappings backup directory, so that if someone does need to go into the actual directory and look at something or change something, there now won't be any of this old data there. So we've completed that cleanup. And then to kind of support traceability in the properties, because this can be edited in the UI, which we demoed last PI. We now have an audit log for changes to the properties. So any change made to the properties are just included in the general audit log table for that traceability. So here you can see that the entries for creating new properties. It will also so that this is when it was done during the update, which is why it's not an HTTP request. But it will also show the IP if it's done through the UI. So that's the audit log there. Any questions about the file system migration? Retaining the value stream context. This is actually a pretty cool piece of functionality that's going to make our lives easier in particular. What's new here is that we now retain the value stream and the team that you pick when you are navigating around ConnectALL. So this saves your group, it saves your team, and then it applies that as a filter if you're looking at the list view for automations. This is maintained throughout the user session. And what it means now is that as we navigate around ConnectALL, you saw that I picked my stream and team when I logged in. I can now go to the automations page, and I still have the same context. I can look at the list view, and that list view automatically applies the filter of the context to the filter statement here. I can go back to the value stream view. I still have it. I can edit an automation. And then when I come back out of this, again, it maintains my context. So this lasts throughout the login session, and this is going to make delivering demos and just navigating around the product when you have multiple teams or multiple groups that you are supporting, a lot easier. Any questions about this one?
Any new automations that are created will also remain in the same group, right?
Yes. So when you create a new automation, it gets assigned to the current group that you're in. It does not get assigned to the team. And so that team association does still need to be set for the automation. But it does assign it to the group. Um, And that's because that group or value stream has functional behavior in ConnectALL, whereas the team is just like a visual organizational bucket.